happening, everybody? I'm Charlie. On today's episode, I'm going to be showing y'all how to make my homemade white chocolate strawberry macadamia nut crunch cake from scratch. All this is a white chocolate pound cake with a strawberry swirl filling. It also has a macadamia nut crust, and we top it with a butter vanilla white chocolate icing. Okay, simple as that. Now, before we begin, this is a very rich and moist cake. It's a little bit on the dense side, okay? This recipe calls for about 15 to 20 servings and is absolutely delicious. Y'all really gonna love this one. So let's get started. Alright, here's all what you'll need to make your white chocolate strawberry macadamia nut crunch cake. Let's get started with our ingredients. You will need some all-purpose flour or cake flour, sugar, salt, baking powder, baking soda, 2 packages, that's 8 ounces total of white baking chocolate, unsalted butter at room temperature, large eggs at room temperature, sour cream at room temperature, whole milk at room temperature, 1 pound of frozen strawberries thawed, 1 large lemon, macadamia nuts, vanilla extract, butter extract, and some confectioner sugar. And for your tools, you will need some Baker's Joy non-stick baking spray and a Fat Daddy-O tube pan. Now this is a 10-inch round, 12 to 15 cup in capacity tube. And you will also need a mesh strainer and a food processor. And there we have it. Alright, let's get straight to it. In the food processor, we're going to go ahead and add our strawberries right on in there. Make sure your strawberries are thawed after being frozen, okay? Now we're going to blend this for about 1 to 2 minutes or until the strawberries are nice and pureed. Like how you see here. Get your little spoon and show you how it looks. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and take a large lemon. We're just going to cut that in half. Now we're going to preheat our fire to medium-high heat. In a medium-sized pot, we're going to go ahead and add our pureed strawberries right on in there. Make sure you get a spatula to help you out. And to that, we're going to add 3/4 cup of sugar. And we're going to have a mesh strainer. We're going to add that into the pot, and we're going to squeeze a half a lemon right on in there. Alright. Now we're going to go ahead and take a spoon, and we're just going to give this a quick stir. And we're going to let this come to a simmer. And we're going to let it simmer for about 5 to 7 minutes, okay? Alright, it's been about 5 to 7 minutes now, and as you can see, our mixture has cooked down. That's exactly what we want. Beautiful. Now we're going to go ahead and turn our fire off. And we're just going to go ahead and let this cool off in the pot until we make our batter and everything we just added in there. Alright, so in our food processor, once again, we're going to add our macadamia nuts. That's about 1 1/2 cups of macadamia nuts that I'm adding in there. Now we're going to go ahead and pulse this for about 1 to 3 minutes or until the macadamia nuts resemble coarse crumbs, alright? And this is how it looks when we're done. As you can see, that is coarse crumbs. Now let's get started with our batter. In a medium-sized bowl with a mesh strainer, we're going to add 3 cups of all-purpose flour or cake flour. And to that, we're going to add 1 teaspoon of baking powder, a 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1/8 teaspoon of salt. Now we're going to go ahead and sift all those dry ingredients into a medium-sized bowl, just like that. Now we're going to go ahead and give this a quick stir. And once done, you could just go ahead and put this on the side, alright? Now let's get started with our wet ingredients. In a separate medium-sized bowl, we're going to add 3/4 cup of sour cream at room temperature. Make sure you get a spatula to get that on in there. Alright, and to that we're going to add 1/4 cup of whole milk at room temperature, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, and 2 teaspoons of butter extract. I'm going to go ahead and take my whisk, and we're just going to give this a quick stir until it's creamy and smooth. Exactly what we want. Look at that. It's beautiful. Now we're going to go ahead and set this on the side. Now let's make the batter. In our stand mixer with the paddle attachment, we're going to add 3 sticks of unsalted butter at room temperature and 2 3/4 cups of sugar. Yes, yes, yes. Now we're going to start our mixer on a medium-low speed just to get that butter and sugar incorporated. Now we're going to turn our mix up to the highest setting, and we're going to mix this on high speed for 6 minutes. Now at some point during those 6 minutes, you're going to go ahead and stop your mixer, and you're going to scrape down the sides of your bowl. Now we're going to go ahead and continue to mix that in. Look at that. It's nice, beautiful, fluffy, exactly what we want. Now we're going to go ahead and scrape down the sides of our bowl. Now we're going to add 5 large eggs in one at a time. You're going to start your mixer on a medium speed and going to add 5 large eggs in at room temperature, one at a time. Alright, now this is the second one that we're adding in. This is the third one, right on in there. The fourth one. And the last egg, the fifth egg, right on in there. And we're just going to mix this until it's incorporated, alright? Do not over mix this. Now we're going to scrape down the sides of our bowl, alright? Now let's get started with our baking chocolate. Alright, we're going to break 7 ounces. That's the whole 1 pack plus 3/4 of the second pack, alright? And once done, you should have 1 ounce left of that second package of white baking chocolate, alright? Now once done, you're going to place this into your microwave and melt it on high for 1 minute, alright? And this is how it looks when we're done. Look at that. Nice and melted. Now let's return back to our batter. Alright, we're going to add 1 cup of our all-purpose flour or cake flour mixture and 1/3 cup of our milk and sour cream mixture. Right on in there. Oops. Put that back in place. Now we're going to go ahead and mix this on a medium-low speed until combined. Now we're going to go ahead and scrape down the sides of our bowl. Now we're going to add 1 cup of our all-purpose or cake flour mixture and 1/3 cup of our milk and sour cream mixture. Right on in there. Alright. Now we're going to mix this on a medium-low speed until combined. Alright, alright, alright. Now we're going to scrape down the sides of our bowl again. Now we're going to add 1 cup, that's the rest of our all-purpose or cake flour mixture, and 1/3 cup of our milk and sour cream mixture. Make sure you get a spatula to get the rest of that on in there, alright? There you go. Alright. Now we're going to go ahead and mix this on a medium-low speed until combined. You want to be careful. Just mix it until it's incorporated. Don't over mix it, alright? Medium-low to low speed. Scrape down the sides of your bowl. Now remember that 7 ounces of white baking chocolate that we melted? Yeah, we're going to go ahead and add that on in there, alright? It could be warm or whatever as long as it's not too hot. Make sure you get a spatula to get that on in there, alright? Now we're going to go ahead and mix this on a medium-low speed until combined, alright? Don't over mix it, remember that, okay? Alright. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Our white chocolate pound cake batter is now ready. Look at how beautiful that is. Now we're going to go ahead and spray our tube pan with the Baker's Joy non-stick baking spray. Make sure you spray the bottom and the sides and the middle section really good. Alright? Alright. Now we're going to take our crumbled macadamia nuts and we're just going to place that onto the bottom. Just line it along the bottom. We're going to take some, we're going to add some onto the middle section, just as you see here. Now you could take the macadamia nuts and place it on your hand and then place it into the pan and try to press it in there if you like. And now we're going to add it onto the sides of the tube pan as well. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and preheat our oven to 325 degrees. Alright, that looks good. Now we're going to add about 80% of our cake batter into our baking pan. Now, we want to make sure that that the batter doesn't hit the sides or nothing like that. Alright, be very careful. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and take our strawberry sauce and we're just going to add that right on and on top of there. Just add as much as you like. You want to add a little bit, add a little bit. If you want to add a lot, add a lot. Don't matter. Alright, now we're going to add the extra 20% of the cake batter right on top of that strawberry sauce. Alright, as you see here, just spoon it right on top, just like that. There you go. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and take a spoon and we're just going to swirl that strawberry sauce into the cake batter. Now you want to be careful not to hit the bottom of the sides of the pan. Swirl it, mix it. Don't be too vigorous with it, very carefully. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and shake our pan. That's going to make the batter more even, alright? There you go. Now it's ready to be baked. Now we're going to place this into a preheated 325 degree oven. And we're going to bake it for 1 hour and 15 to 20 minutes. This is the before picture. And this is the after. Look at how beautiful that looks. Yes. Now we're going to go ahead and remove our cake out of the oven after baking on 325 degrees for 1 hour to 15 to 20 minutes. Alright, toothpick inserted into the cake should come out clean. Alright. Now it's going to take about 5 hours for the cake to cool completely. Now as for me, I'm a patient guy, so I'm going to let my cake cool off in the pan overnight so that way the flavors can settle and increase. Alright, it's the next day, so I'm going to go ahead and flip my cake over onto this pan here. And ta-da! And there we have it. So we're going to go ahead and get started with the icing. In a medium-sized bowl, we're going to add 1 1/2 cups of confectionery sugar. And to that, we're going to add 3 tablespoons of melted unsalted butter. Yes, 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 right on in there. And to that, we're going to add 4 tablespoons of warm whole milk. Mine's is a little on the hot side, to be honest, since I have it in that pot. And to that, we're going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla and a 1/2 teaspoon of butter extract. Now I'm going to go ahead and take my whisk, and I'm just going to stir this until this mixture is creamy and smooth with no visible lumps. Oh, look at that. Look how beautiful and smooth that is. Yes, yes, yes. Now remember that baking chocolate, that 1 ounce of white baking chocolate, we're going to go ahead and take that and place that into the microwave and melt it on high for 1 minute. Alright, and once done, you're going to take that white baking chocolate that's melted, and you're just going to add that right into your icing. Yes, yes, yes. Now we're going to go ahead and take our whisk, and we're just going to mix this until it's creamy and smooth. And there you have it. Look at how beautiful that is. Now for the finale. We're going to go ahead and take our icing, and we're going to pour it right on top of our cake. Yes, 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 yes. Now you're going to go ahead and take your spatula, and you're just going to glide it along the top so that way the icing could free fall onto the sides, as you can see. And look at that. And as your icing free falls on the side, you're going to take that spatula, and you're just going to spread that icing onto the sides as well. And once done, you're going to let the icing set for about 15 to 30 minutes before serving. Here is the final presentation. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Homemade white chocolate strawberry macadamia nut crunch cake made from scratch by New Orleans native. If you like my channel, hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell button if you want to be notified of my videos. I have an official website for all of my recipes, including this one. You can go to www.charliethecookandrews.com. You can also find me on Facebook and on Instagram under the name Charlie the Cook Andrews. Stay tuned as Charlie's Taste Test is coming up next. Can't wait. Now it's time to go eat and take a bite. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, this cake, it was, I'm telling you, it's really good, y'all. It has a wonderful strawberry flavor. That strawberry sauce that we added into there gives it a wonderful flavor. Like I told people in the beginning of the video, this cake is really rich and moist. It's a little bit on the dense side now. And then on the outside, they have that roasted macadamia nut crust with that icing. Oh, absolutely delicious. Y'all really gonna love it. So, give it a try. I hope you all enjoyed the video. And until next time, have a good one. Peace. I mean, look at that. Don't worry about it falling apart. As long as it tastes good.